Hi there, Martin Harvey here. I'm a chiropractor here in Melbourne, Australia, and I'm also an expert in the influence literature. So this is the second of our holiday tips. They're communication tips to help you do better with your communication and help you grow your practice as we move into the new year of 2016. So yesterday we spoke a lot about different strategies in how to get world class at communicating, the practices that you have to get really good at to get really good at communicating. Today we're going to shift gears a little bit. You see, today holiday season is very different from a North American holiday season, partly because of the weather. It's not snowy here, we're not wearing those dorky Christmas jumpers, and we're certainly not drinking a nice warm eggnog. You see, today I've just got back in from the beach, and today in Melbourne it's 106 degrees Fahrenheit, it's 41, 42 degrees Celsius. So for us, it's not about eggnog. It's about ice cream, it's about staying cool, it's about having a nice cold beer. So what's my point? My point is that when we're communicating with people, when we're looking to influence people, it's really critical that we don't make them wrong. That one of the most important principles in the influence literature is if we're wanting to influence people to change their behaviour, we can't make them wrong for choosing the behaviours that they've chosen to up till now. What we have to do is find some elegant ways of working around it, and some of the tips coming up are going to dive into different strategies. For today, what I want to talk to you about is the easiest, the most simple, but in a lot of ways the most powerful way that you can tell people new information, give them a new perspective around health or around anything else, but avoid making them wrong. And what's that strategy? The easiest strategy, if you want to start in on it, is what I would describe as permission. The way permission works is, if let's say somebody's told you that they decided that they don't need to come and see the chiropractor anymore because they feel great. So if you tell them that that's a crazy idea, they're going to get worse, what about a relapse? Essentially what you're doing is you're telling them that they don't want a beer, they want eggnog. You're making them wrong, and there's a bunch of reasons why that's a bad idea. Permission is a really easy way to get around that. So permission, really simple. In that scenario, all you do is say, look, I understand completely what you're talking about. Would it be okay if I offered you a different perspective? Now, the critical thing with permission is you have to pause at that point. You have to wait for them to say yes. Because once they've said yes, neurologically something really magical happens. What happens is, in terms of what's going on in their brain, they're essentially saying, I need to listen to what they're telling me now because I asked for it. By giving my permission, by saying yes, I've allowed this information in, and it makes a completely transformative effect on the impact of your communication. So what I want you to do for the next day, if you're interacting with people in your practice, in your community, wherever it is, and you recognise that there's this clash of beliefs, so they're saying eggnog, you're saying beer, recognise that it's an opportunity to use permission to introduce a different perspective. Really simple, but really powerful. We dive into this in a lot more depth in our communication workshop. If you want to be part of that, we've got a couple of places left. It's January 23rd at the Hilton, Orange County. See the website, details will be following after this. Check on the website and shoot me an email. Let me know how you go with this communication tip, and we'll see you again tomorrow.